Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get ready and start on the beef bad boys. Now I'm using some round steak for this. Get this up here. Okay, so we're going to be making our own rub for this. All the seasons, basically just throw them all into the bowl there. Seasoned salt. A bit of black pepper. Onion powder. Okay. Then the garlic powder. A bit of oregano. Now if you want to make this a little hotter too, instead of the paprika, you can put in a little bit of cayenne. And then our chili powder. Okay. Just want to mix that all up. Now I'll actually make this and keep an extra shaker that I've already used something up with and put some of it in because it makes a great seasoning too for your hamburgers and stuff like that. Just sprinkle it on there. Okay. So you want to get it pretty liberal coating there. Then you can put it in a large gallon bag or just leave it in this bowl and wrap the bowl if you want to and let it marinate in this for at least 24 to 48 hours. Okay. And of course, for Father's Day, you're thinking of grilling out, so you can easily grill this out. Obviously, for here today, we'll be cooking in the skillet. So I'm going to use a little bit of oil here. You want to cook that about on a medium high. Now depending on how done you like it, if you're looking at a medium rare, is actually where the best flavor is going to be in for this. But some people, they prefer medium or medium well. That works just as fine. But also, it depends on how thick you're cutting the steak. With this one, we're looking at 15-20 minutes cook time to get it a good medium out of this. A little bit thicker cut, and plus when you're putting it on a grill, especially if it's a charcoal grill, it's going to have an even longer amount of time. You're looking at 30 to 40 minutes to get it a good medium. And anywhere up to 45 to an hour to get it a medium well to well done, depending on how hot your coals are and how well the heat's distributed. A lot of people, they prefer to kind of slow cook it for the flavor wise, but just doing this just in a skillet just like this is going to work just as well too. Okay, so while that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and get the sauce ready for it. Let's see. Yep, need my mayonnaise. And of course, they make horseradish sauce. If you want to skip a step and just make your own, or just buy a pre-made, that works just fine. But with this, I just like the flavor. It's simpler than some of those, because you don't want to overwhelm it with too many flavors with this sandwich. That's why I like a very simple, basic horseradish sauce, which is what we get out of this. Okay. Now this horseradish, it's not all that hot. People think, you know, like for cocktail sauce, they expect it to be a little bit hot. It does have a little tang to it, but it's not enough heat where it's going to, you know, open your senses up. Okay. All right. And some sour cream here. And lime juice. Now I've actually made this with lime juice too, and that works really well. Okay. You want to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator and let it set for at least 30 minutes. And we'll be putting that on our sandwiches then. Okay. Now, with the onions, I'm grilling the onions. A lot of people, they just keep fresh raw onions for this. The caramelized onions has a slight sweetness to it, and it really makes the sandwich stand out doing it that way. Okay. We're using a sweet onion anyway. I'm using a Vidalia here. Okay. Gotta watch that eye a little bit. Okay, you want to cut this really thin, about 1/4 of an inch or less. Okay. All right. Just throw that on there. Now, one of the things in grilling out that you'll find that once you start seeing the blood where it starts pelleting there at the top, usually that's a good sign when it's within a minute to minute and a half, you'll have a good medium when you do it that way. Go ahead and flip it over and let it seal that up again. Okay. Now, a lot of people when they make these sandwiches, they'll use the Kaiser Rolls. We actually have an onion roll we're going to use tonight, and we have a swirled marble rye. I actually prefer the marble rye. It goes really good with this sandwich, but we'll make one with each to let you try it. Okay. I want to just lightly toast it there. It's heat up a second. Okay. And of course, if you prefer just to use a regular hamburger bun, that works just as well too. Okay. All right. Okay. Now with your beef, you want to slice that as thin as possible. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Now it's not in the recipe, but some people they ask, well, what about cheese on this? Well, Swiss cheese or Munster cheese goes really well with this sandwich, actually. Okay. There we go. Well, those are getting a little clear there. Take a few pit on there. Take that, just drizzle a little on there. Voila, you got a quick, easy steak sandwich. And once you try it, like I said, try it with both breads tonight, but I think most of you agree that with the rye, the flavors really go well with one another. And this, of course, can be grilled out instead of cooking inside if you want to. Even onions, you can actually grill these by putting tin foil if you don't have a special plate that goes onto your grill.